recording this meetup. Okay. Hello and namaste, everyone. I'm Amina Manandar from Meetup and a host for today's meetup. And I'd like to welcome you all and thank you for participating in today's meetup 39, which is themed blockchain and entrepreneurship. This Meetup 39 is organized by ISATE and initiated by Rimson Associates and Blockchain Foundation Nepal in collaboration with Tribe Academy, also with the support of our partners, Digital Notice and Prime IT Club. We're also grateful for the fund provided by the Ecosystem Support Program and Ethereum Foundation initiatives. And if you have been following Isatya from the beginning, you already know about us. However, for those who are new here with us today, so Isatya is a blockchain company in Nepal that specializes in developing blockchain-based projects as well as consulting about blockchain technology through various blockchain sessions, technical series, as well as blockchain meetup like this one. So we also organize blockchain fellowship programs where the interested people or individuals who wants to pursue their career in blockchain can learn and get started about the fundamentals of blockchain from the industry experts. So meanwhile, Blockchain Foundation Nepal is a not-for-profit community that aims to create a blockchain ecosystem by supporting blockchain enthusiasts and blockchain innovations in Nepal. Likewise, the Ecosystem Support Program is a branch of Ethereum Foundation focused on supporting projects and entities with the greater Ethereum community in order to promote the success and growth of the ecosystem. Similarly, talking about Digital Notice Media Lab, it's a premier media agency offering a hub of top-notch media services for blockchain technology-related platforms in India. Also, we have our supportive partner, Prime IT Club, which is a student IT club dedicated empowering IT knowledge. Also, Tribe Academy, who is a collaborative partner for our meetup today, is Kerala's first Web3 school, and they are the go-to place for anyone passionate about Web3 and crypto in India. Tribe Academy is one of a mission to bring in the next million Web3 educators and enthusiasts. So let's now shifting our focus to today's meetup titled Blockchain and Entrepreneurship. This meetup is your chance to explore the disruptive potential of blockchain for new markets and solution and automate new market and solution and automations and network with the experts to leverage its decentralized secure features for entrepreneurial success. Also, the main goal of this meetup is to empower entrepreneurs by providing insights into the informative potential of blockchain, fostering the understanding of its applications, and facilitating networking opportunities with the industry experts. Uh, so, after this speaker's insights on the topic, the event will be followed by a Q&A session. If you guys have any questions, you can unmute yourself and ask the question at the end of the session. And also, if you're not comfortable, then you can type your questions in the chat box below. And towards the end of the event, we'll engage in a discussion to address the questions. So we're also thrilled to let you know that we'll be hosting a live broadcast from our Isate's Facebook page, and this live stream will be shared by our valued partners page. Also, don't hesitate to share it with your friends, allowing them to be part of our event as well. Furthermore, you'll be collecting questions from the Facebook chat as well. So we'll be discussing those questions at the end. So let me not delay anymore and let's kick off our meetup by introducing today's speaker, who's Mirzad Makhdoom. So talking about Mirzad is a founder and CEO of Tribe Academy and a leading figure in India's Web3 space. With over 100K followers on social media, he shares insights and has collaborated with 20 plus Web3 projects, assisting them with customer acquisitions and content marketing strategies. He has a He has been speaker at 40 plus events, educating over 30,000 students about cryptocurrencies and blockchain. His commitment to educating is amplified by establishing Kerala's first Web3 school dedicated to nurturing the next generation of blockchain enthusiasts and innovators. So let me welcome Mirzad. So Mirzad, you can take over now.
Hi, everyone. Well, I'm gonna to be honest, I'm here to make a confession. I'm one of those folks who made millions who couldn't spell entrepreneurship without making a mistake. So I hope everybody can relate to that. Well, thanks to Satya and all the organizers, and of course Amina and the team for giving us this opportunity to speak at one of your event. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, it's our pleasure too.
So we'll jump into the session.
So you can, I guess you can share the presentation slide from your side.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. So guys, hi everyone. If you guys are live in the chat, if you guys can give me a thumbs up or something, we'll love to start right away. Yeah, I'm gonna let's see how many of you are live. Hmm. Hi Ravi. Hi Sharma. I can see only a few people. I hope the chat is open for everyone. Is it? Hi Arvin. Hello. Hello Ajaria. Cool. Okay, so I guess everyone is in the chat. Yep. We will have I think I would love to give you a 20-30 minutes of brainstorm, and then we'll share our thoughts, we'll have some Q&A session and whatnot. So the next 20-30 minutes is it's going to be pretty interesting, pretty brainstorming, where I'm going to take you the whole blockchain and entrepreneurship, and I'm going to share some of my journey, and I'm going to share some of the metrics that I found very interesting, and I thought I should share it with you. When Amina invited me over to talk about blockchain and entrepreneurship, this is the first thing that came to my mind, that well, this is something that I haven't done before. Well, though I do build, I'm a builder, I'm building something in this domain in Web3. I've never talked much about blockchain, or it never connected it with in business, though I shared my values and perspective around it for a very long time. I'm someone who talks mostly about the non-tech aspects of it and tech aspects of it, but never been explored into the world of blockchain and business. So I thought, okay, let's flex my brain and let's do something pretty different. And I hope that my presentation is visible to everyone and I'm audible to everyone, and you can see my charming face as well. So we can we can get started. What do you guys think? Come on, give me a thumbs up in the chat. Well, if I get a thumbs up ASAP, I'll start right away. I hope Amina, everything is said. Good to go.
Yeah, so Orbin just gave you a thumbs up.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Cool. So thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to Isatya. Thank you so much the entire organizers. I'm pretty interested and hyped about the fact that I'm talking about blockchain and entrepreneurship. Because back in 2019, when I started to explore this industry, I saw the richness in it. So I'm gonna be brainstorming. I'm gonna be kind of doing a surgery on why blockchain matters, why Web3 matters, and some very interesting facts and figures that you should know when you jump into this industry. So before I start giving you all that lecture, I wouldn't call it a lecture, but I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be one of a kind. I mean, it's gonna be worth your time. So I hope that you have your phones handy, your notes handy, take pictures, post on socials, tag me and Amina, and say that learning from the best or learning from the master himself. as you wish. So, well, I started my journey in 2018 as a crypto investor trader, and I later on explored this industry. I later, saw the richness in this technology as well. So, back in 2021, when I became a creator, I wanted to create videos and content around this topic, and I found I happened to meet a lot of creators as well in my journey, and I wanted to give them a stage. So we had a very small community. We actually had only 5 members in our WhatsApp group when I started in 2019, and then slowly, gradually, we kept on building the community. We started to give a lot of value to the community people, and started people started to pour into the community. So we had to grow from 5 plus to 25 plus WhatsApp group. So over this 2 year, over the span of 2 years, we grew from 0 to 5,000 plus. Now we got around 10,000 plus community members all over social media, and we've got around 1.2 lakh plus social media followings. And Tribe Academy stands for a reason. We are the first love of every Web3 slash crypto slash NFT slash you name it. We are the first love of all the crypto folks, all the Web3 folks, all the blockchain folks out there. Because what we have seen over the years is that people often talk about the richness in crypto, the money making opportunities in Web3, and they often miss out the fact that blockchain gives a lot of opportunities. It's a blue ocean of opportunities. You can actually explore a lot of things in this industry. So Tribe Academy stands for a reason. Tribe Academy is planning and aiming to onboard the next million Web3 enthusiasts, and of course, a million next Web3 educators on Tribe Academy. So we are the first Web3 school in Kerala, and we are also planning to expand to other part of the region, other part of the country as well. With the support of Satya and with the support of these great, we have a great organizers here. We would be expanding our community. We would be expanding our vision and mission, for sure. So I really want you guys to be very alert and understand this is going to at least gonna give you an overview of why Web3, why blockchain. And I'll tell you why I'm starting with that particular question: why, not what and how. And we Tribe Academy, we started as fully bootstrapped company, but it's around 50 million valued as we speak. So we were growing from zero. We were putting our hard-earned money into this. Me as a single founder and CEO of this company, it has been a very challenging journey. So that I had the privilege of inexperience. I had the privilege of not so many mentors helping me out. So I had to go and fetch everything of my own. So I think that is one of the best thing that ever happened to me when I started to build this academy. So I think that is what you all have to look into this. That's a positive side, that there is not too many people who are going to help you out. I mean, I think that is why I told you that I am one of those, entrepreneur who made millions without making a mistake, without making, with I couldn't even spell entrepreneur without making a mistake, to be frank. So I've learned everything one by one. So, before I begin, I will tell you why I think this particular slide is very important, why Web3 is important, because almost all of you know what is Web3. All of you know how Web3 works, I guess. And only a very few know why Web3 matters to us, right? Why do you think we are talking about Web3? Why do you think eSatya is conducting a lot of events and sessions and meetups? Why do you think me and Amina are spending a lot of time and effort into this? Why do you think Web3 matters to us? Why do you think we are spending this energy and time and sleepless nights and hard working days into this? Because we know this industry is growing, and we know this game is not something that you see today. And this is gonna grow beyond our expectation. This is gonna shoot up above the roof for sure. So we know why Web3 is, and I think I want to tell you why Web3 is, and I want to take you through a short story of internet or the evolution of web. Well, I recently had a session at VIT, one of the prominent college in South, Vellore Institute of Technology. It's a huge campus. It's a huge opportunity for Tribe Academy as well. And I went and I talked to them about this particular aspect. Well, I began my session with the saying that there are no bad students, there are only bad teachers. So if you think about the statement, we teachers, we often miss the story behind the tech and why the heck are we teaching you all this. And we teachers, we often miss why are you learning this, right? We tell you how it works, we tell you what it works, how it works, and what it is and everything. But I think it's all nonsense, because what they should be teaching the student beforehand is, why am I teaching you this, why are you learning this, right? So I think that is what I'm going to do. I don't want to spend all this time doing the same mistake, so I'm going to start with that particular question, why. Because I've read a book that actually changed the way I looked at things. I did in my life. Simon Sinek's Start with Why. If you look at that book, there is a particular theory called Start with Why, and it's that theory is called the Golden Circle of Life. And I want you all to explore that book and learn, because it will change the entire perspective of we look at things, and we'll start asking that question more often, why, and why is important. So you know why Web3 matters. So for that, I'm going to tell you a story, a short story of internet maybe. And I'm pretty sure that you'll all be excited to know the story. Back in 1990 1970, the original internet was formed to control the missiles by US government, not to get it hacked, or by hacked by other people. So the whole idea of internet came into picture when they realized that controlling their missiles during the peak of Cold War is a recipe for a disaster through one computer. So they wanted to build a decentralized network of multiple computers instead. So they came up with this idea that, okay, let's build a network of computer, and through which we can control our missiles pretty easily. So they knew it is gonna be a recipe for a disaster. So they connected multiple computers instead. So in order to connect the multiple computers, they had to build a system or technology. And that is where they found out, okay, let's use this one, and they named it as internet. So in 1970, ironically, the internet was formed to control missiles during the peak of Cold War. Over the time, after 20 years or so, in 1990, if you remember this name, Tim Berners-Lee, who's the founder of web technology, he came up with this idea that, okay, let's build on something on top of internet, and that is the first application of web. If you look at web, that is the first evolution of web, that is the first application of internet, that is web, the first generation we could call it. It was just a bunch of computers connected together, and there is nothing much. So if you break down the first version of web, you would find out that it's an hyperlinked system where all the informations are sourced through computers connected in the network to a monitor, and the users can actually click and search. If you think about it, it's largely the same even nowadays, right? What we are seeing is clicking and browsing. What we are doing is clicking and viewing. So there is not many changes happened after the revolution of web, but I would love to point out that the web one itself is decentralized, and it has been open source, and it is also one of a kind read only platform. Those were the good old surfing days. So decentralized means anybody has the ability to code and build on top of it, because it was powered by regular computers, and it was used by regular users. And it is open source because it has been open to everyone. So I'm talking about the first generation of web. It has been open to everyone. Everybody can build anything on top of web. And it was read only, because if you know how to code, you can build something on top of it. If you don't know how to code, you can be a regular user and do whatnot. After, I think, fast forward 10 years, we saw YouTube, we saw Facebook, we saw WhatsApp, we saw all these social media platforms coming out, acting as a black hole, attracting all the users, all the talent out there, like a black hole. So, and eventually what happens, the second generation of web, that is web 2, happened. And I think there is three things that actually worked together in order to pull in all this traffic, and get or get this mass adoption. And majorly it is because of the mobile phone, because it took us from sometimes connected to always connected. If you look at it, mobile phones let us connect wherever we go, right? And the second thing is, of course, social media platforms like MySpace, Friendster, Orkut, if you remember it, and then Facebook came into picture, WhatsApp, you name it. All these social media platforms out there, it was breaking our anonymity, and it was letting us post pictures, interact with other people, and it was letting us to post pictures to strangers, and it was letting us to stalk our exes tagged pictures so that we can know that where he or she is going. So it let us go through all this experience. And the third, uh, last but not the least, of course, most important aspect why web 2 is adopted widely, it's because of the cloud services. If you look at Amazon, Google, Microsoft, what they were doing, they were actually letting us to rent out space online so that we don't have to spend too much money on buying hardware to store our data online, offline, right? So these major three things, that is mobile phone, social media, and of course, cloud services, these three were helping web to grow, or to get adopted widely. But if you look at it, what happened at the end, web 1, the original ethos of internet was to be decentralized. But at the end, after coming after Amazon, Google, and everything, I think now the internet is decentralized. It's not decentralized anymore. It is centralized, and it comes with a lot of troubles. For example, I want to tell you a very interesting story of what happens to WhatsApp in 2021 February. WhatsApp came with a privacy policy. It's sort of a take it or leave it. All right. So they were like, okay, we're gonna extract your data, we're gonna take your data, and we're gonna use it to harvest more revenue. And there were like some rebels they were like, okay, we will not use WhatsApp anymore, we'll go to Signal or we'll go to Telegram. But eventually what happens, my mom is on WhatsApp, my dad is on WhatsApp, my mother wants to talk to my dad, they both are on WhatsApp, I want to talk to my mom, and they are on WhatsApp. So eventually I had to stick to that platform, even though they are extracting my data, they're taking my data. So the data privacy got cut down. If you look at it, the second generation of web, that is web 2, it actually sucks to be frank. And it took all the data from you, because all this big tech out there, all the web 2 tech out there, they are extracting everything that we have. In exchange, they are giving us free stuffs, free user experience, free newsletters, free in the name of free. What we were giving, okay, it's free because we are not giving any money, right? We are not getting anything. I mean, we are not paying anything because we were afraid to put our credit card details, or we were afraid to put money online in the beginning. So we were like, okay, it's nothing, but we just have to give our email, we just have to share our mobile number, contact number, that's all. Our data, we are giving it away for free. In return, they were giving us some free user interface, experience, but they were giving us a lot of advertisement through the data they got. If you look at earlier days in web 2, even now what we see is a lot of data. So there were only I think there were only I know that in today's day and age, attention is internet's native currency. The more attention you give to any social media platform, the more money they're going to make. The more time you spend on any social media platform, the more money they're going to make. There were only two ways we can interact with internet or web 2 as we speak, is either you let them monetize yourself, either they make money out of you, or you pay them. That is, on YouTube, you can pay without paying YouTube, because you'll have to watch ads and YouTube is making money. Uh, you can pay YouTube, or else if you pay YouTube, then you don't have to watch the ads, because you are actually paying YouTube to watch videos, and they are making money. At the end, all these people are making money. So your attention is equal to their market cap. They are growing, the more you attract. So if you think about the existing Web2 platforms out there, it actually sucks because of all these factors. Either you monetize, uh, okay, you can monetize me, or I'll pay you, or I'll just leave forever. Okay, I don't have any chance to use web 2 anymore. So there was this very interesting thing. As a creator, I think I should also mention this, um deplatforming, because the data that we put, the image that we share, or the audio that we send across WhatsApp, it's not ours. Even the money that we hold in our bank is not ours, to be frank. So back in time, I think you know that Donald Trump had more than 88 million followers on Twitter, and overnight Twitter took him out of the platform due to some community guidelines. And Donald Trump is such a smart ass, he just called all the people to another social media platform called Parler. So Parler was one of the biggest, one of the growing social media platforms back in time. And then what happened overnight? Apple Store and Play Store, they took the entire platform, that is entire application from their Apple Store. And Donald Trump was like, no, I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to bring them to the websites. So Parler had a website as well. And in the next few hours, Amazon AWS server took the entire Parler company from their server. So if you think about it, whatever we post, whatever we do on Web2 right now, it's not ours. The data that we have, or the content that we post, or even the meeting that we do, it's always on their platform, right? We are not controlling anything, they're controlling it, because it's purely centralized. 95 percentage, no, let me rephrase that. 90 percentage of product or services that we see online, it's on top of Amazon. That is AWS, Amazon Web Service. They are giving the data. So eventually they are controlling us. Eventually they are on top of us, not us. So we got to solve it. There is one more thing that I want to mention is the trust problem. Well, I'll tell you a very interesting story. Back in days, in privileged civilized pre-civilized times, uh, if I don't trust you, I don't do business with you. All right. So we live in tribes, and we don't interact with other tribes because we don't trust the next tribe. We don't trust the neighbor tribe, because we only interact with the people that I know very closely. So if I know Amina, I'll do business. If I don't know Anish, I won't do business. So trust has been a very, very crucial element in humans' evolution, if you look at it. And then during the agriculture revolution, they found out that there should be something to solve this particular issue. And they came up with a solution, that is institutions like government, like banks, like religious institutions, like religious organizations, other human organizations. Because then the humans realized that, okay, now I can trust banks. I don't have to trust Anish. I don't have to trust Amina because I'm trusting my bank, right? So that institution bought trust factor in this transaction. If you think about it, if you look at in today's day and age, the whole online, the all offline institution that we see today is online. That is, nowadays we don't trust the Uber driver, we trust Uber. We don't trust Swiggy, Zomato, or the online platforms out there, because we trust WhatsApp. We trust Facebook, we trust Instagram. So the whole trust is now within the online system, if you think about it. Because I can eat, I don't know what application there in Nepal to all order online, to order food online, or to order food or any other cosmetics or anything else. Well, there is a platform here in India called Zomato, Swiggy. So what happens? I don't have to trust the hotel. I don't know. I can completely. I'll be unaware of the hotel or the quality of the food, but I trust Zomato so that I can buy from them. Right? I don't have to trust that stranger because I trust Uber, because Uber is going to connect me to that stranger and I can ride with a stranger to any exchange. So if you look at it, all that trust is being controlled by this online institution, so-called online platforms in Web2. And eventually what happens, I'll tell you this interesting fact. Even though the trust, so-called trust, isn't online, it has been controlled by a centralized authority, and that centralized authority is being controlled by human beings. So where there is trust, there is a chance of fraud as well. So even though it is online, there is a chance of hacking. Even though there is trust on the system, it is controlled by human beings. It has been eventually managed by all the human beings, right? So institutions keep falling because it has been managed by human being. How can we eliminate humans from that equation? How can we eliminate humans from that factor? How can we code trust? How can we make it decentralized? How can we make it transparent? How can we make it more user friendly? And there is only one solution to it, and that is blockchain. So I think blockchain is going to change the whole way of we see or build product these day and age. So I think we all should understand that blockchain actually eliminate humans from the equation. Blockchain actually eliminate trust from the equation. Blockchain actually eliminate everything and anything from the equation. Because you already know what blockchain is, but I would love to give you a minimum viable explanation what blockchain is. It is decentralized because there is a distributed ledger. back in times they were keeping everything on one ledger, and in blockchain it is keeping into multiple ledger. Back in time they were keeping every record in one book. In blockchain we are keeping records in multiple books, and that books or so-called ledger, it is distributed among all the people in the network, and it is being controlled, it's been validated by validators out there, that is miners. So people who are participating in the blockchain, they get the rewards for participating, they get the rewards for contributing to the network in the terms of cryptocurrency or in terms of other tokenization. So if you look at it, I get goosebumps every time I explain this, that it is purely an ideal system that they have built, and acknowledging the fact that the OG, Bitcoin, of course, Ethereum, a supercomputer, they're all kind of revolutionizing the industry that we see today and explore today. And I think by that, I also want to mention cryptography. That is also very important. But people tend to believe that crypto is equal to blockchain. Well, it's not equal to blockchain. Crypto is not equal to blockchain because people only see the richness in it. People only see the money making opportunities in crypto. Well, it's not, because blockchain is an unsung hero. Blockchain is still an underrated technology out there. What you see today is only because of blockchain. It's all possible because of blockchain. Well, let me just rephrase what crypto is. Crypto is not cryptocurrency. Crypto is cryptography. So cryptography is a technology which is like decade old. Even blockchain is a technology which is a decade old. So combined together, what we see today is an outstanding and amazing invincible technology that is gonna be a foundation for the existing technology out there, or that is even gonna be a foundation for all the existing Web2 products out there. So what you should look into is the opportunities that is lying above blockchain, not just cryptocurrency. So I know that people often come to or tend to believe crypto is equal to blockchain because they see the richness in it. Well, I came into this industry because of I saw the richness in it, and I realized that because I became a self-made millionaire because I being a crypto trader and investor, and then I started to burn all of my money into Tribe Academy because I knew it that it can entitle me as just a trader or investor, but blockchain or exploring this industry could actually help me grow my or I can build a legacy on top of it. So it is something that you all should look into, and I really want to emphasize that point, since I know that it's banned in your country. And um, and what you shouldn't be worried about is not crypto, but blockchain is going to shape the humanity, and it can propel the humanity forward and make us all rich in the process. So if you look at the opportunities in blockchain, I think if I'm not sure, your organizers, I mean, I'm pretty sure that your organizers are already emphasized on the fact that blockchain and business and the opportunities out there, and Amina and team is doing a really wonderful job. And I've had a opportunity to meet them in person when we went for the Indian Blockchain Summit in Bangalore, and I think that was one of the best investment we all did, right? Going to those events, meeting those people, and people who are in this meeting right now, I really want you to tell that, okay, if you really want to explore this industry, there is only one way you can explore it: by going to these events, by interacting with the people who are building business in these events. Because I am a non-techie guy. I'm a proud dropout engineer. I didn't complete my engineering in 2017. When I dropped out of engineering, I knew it, I want to do something different, I wanted to build something by myself. And I had no other opportunities out there, because every idea that came to my mind, it is already out there. Even if I think about an idea right now, I can see that coming up, popping up on my screen next day. So when I realized that blockchain will give me a great opportunity to explore, of course, to become financially independent, of course, to leave a legacy behind, I didn't take a second. I didn't think much about it. I just jumped right into it. And look where we are today. We have a team of 10. We are growing rapidly thanks to Almighty, and of course, people who are supporting us, including Isatya, and thank you, Amina, again, for inviting us over. And I really want to throw some numbers at you right now, because if you look at the metrics, blockchain crypto industry is around 1.6 trillion, which is way far below the table compared to other industries, right? And if you look at the global blockchain growth, it's just 10 billion. So there is a lot of space to grow for blockchain and business out there. If you look at the number of companies growing in every year or in every month on top of blockchain, there are literally 1,000 blockchains. So there is a chance that even you can come up with a new blockchain and solve the existing problem. And I hope that there will be one project that is going to be able to solve the trilemma, and that is going to be able to solve all the blockchain fees and transaction fees and everything. Though there are plenty of successful projects like Solana, Ethereum, Injective Chain, and etc. I think I think every now and then I see new project coming onto this domain, and I see that they're trying to solve a particular problem. And I really want you guys to look into that aspect as well. When you build a product or when you build a service, it should be able to help the humanity. It should be able to impact the society. Just like Elon Musk always used to say, if that service or product is impacting the whole humanity or society, then I'm up for it. So it's not that blockchain is going to decentralize Uber. Blockchain is going to build a decentralized WhatsApp. Blockchain is going to help you build a decentralized Instagram or Twitter. It should be something that can impact the entire society. It should be something that could help the entire humanity and propel them forward, and make us all rich in the process. So if you look at the achievements, and if you look at the metrics, and if I could just emphasize the impact or the success of other blockchain projects out there, it's massive, it's pretty huge. They were all I mean, majorly all of the blockchain projects who are successful at the moment, they are exploring the financial domain. And I really want you all to put your effort into something apart from financial aspects, and focus more into solving the day-to-day problems. And recently I came with the product. They are actually decentralizing the whole stock market, and they're bringing new aspects around it. And we are honored to have a podcast with them. Actually, it is going to happen in the next 1 hour. So the DeFi is growing, NFT market is growing, the DAOs are growing, the communities in blockchain or in this industry is growing. If you look at anybody who's talking about blockchain or web3, they're all growing personally, they're all growing professionally. So it's an interesting aspect. If you look at it, I don't think there is one industry that help you grow, uh, because they'll always pull you down. And there is no industry that will let you share your company along with other brands, because in web3 it's not about competition, it's always about collaboration. So this industry is a beautiful space to start your business, I guess. So I really wanted to take an analysis of the audience, and the people who are exploring the various domain of web3. I really wanted to know, if even if you are into web3, even if you're into blockchain, or if you're into the entrepreneur side of blockchain or building something on top of it, I really want you to gather up the right audience, for which you need to go out and find the right audience. I think the only way to get that or make it happen is to go and meet these people, these interesting people, by going to these events, meeting all these people in person. IRL events are always interesting. When you meet them in person, you will understand how beautiful they are and how great they can impact to your blockchain business journey. So I would be happy to meet you all. I don't know how many members are there in this meeting. How many of them are here in, I don't know.
So it's
Um,
31 here in the Zoom, and I guess it's
Amazing,
around 20 in Facebook Live. Yeah,
amazing. Amazing.
yeah.
Cool. Probably one day we'll be able to see you all in person, and interact with more. I would love to come to Nepal and have what's Nepal's best food is. Uh, I already got I actually Amina bribed me and said that okay, she'll take me out and she'll give me the best food in Nepal. Maybe I can explore Nepal, and I can explore the growth of blockchain in business in Nepal for sure. And I'm happy to contribute as well. Well, I don't have much to share, and I think we'll go to the Q&A. We'll see what you guys have any questions, and yeah,
So, okay. Thank you so much, Mirjat, for your wonderful
pleasure,
insights. And I guess
pleasure.
most of them have the questions ready. And I've earlier, it is Netro Nyupani who mentioned that can you drop the name of the book you mentioned earlier? So I think he was talking
Okay,
about the So you can just type it down on the
Sure
chat
thing.
box. And
It's from Simon Sinek. Simon Sinek. Start with
it
the
would
Y.
be helpful for everyone.
Yep.
So it would be helpful for
Sorry.
me as well to learn, so learn the
It's
learning
actually
part.
Simon Sinek.
Connect. Okay. So if
Yeah,
you guys
Simon
and
Sinek.
any questions, if you're comfortable, you can just unmute yourself and ask the question. If not, you can just put it on the chat box so we can address your questions. So Mirza, these have taken some time for us to join today. So we have one question from Avinash. So can we engage in blockchain as developer to come with new project that solves problem without engage with any crypto projects? So
Hmm. Interesting. Well, that's you put me on the spotlight, Macha. Um, well, I think crypto is a byproduct of blockchain. Well, you can indeed develop a product which doesn't involve crypto in it. But eventually you'll have to align with the whole technology by involving crypto or tokenizing it, or even, you got to have crypto in your wallet to build a smart contract. There's no other way you can build it because crypto is a byproduct of blockchain, right? And it is only possible through cryptography, and cryptography is working, or it's happening only because of miners and node validators. In that case, we need something to tokenize them, or monetize their effort. I hope I'll be able to solve, or I'll be able to help you out, or
so I
share
want
some
to add
wisdom.
up in
But I
this
think
question.
Amina could
Yeah,
also, yeah, Amina
I
Amina
just
will
want
have some
to add up
interesting aspects.
since in Nepal, the government regulatory, the cryptocurrency is banned. So, as I said earlier in the introduction as well, that Isate is a Rumsan company, and we have other companies inside Rumsan like Rahat, and we have HLB and AgriClear who's working under blockchain, not involved in crypto, but we're using tokens to distribute the cash. And so we're not like directly the since it's we have to follow the government regulatory part, right? So we are doing it as a token based, and we're giving them QR. So we're looking after that part. If you want to explore more, you can go to the website or rahat.io to learn more. But yeah, I hope that answers your question, Avinash. Yeah. So, although blockchain is fast growing technology, why is it banned in many countries?
Blockchain is not banned in any country. Let's
Yeah,
start
so
with that.
yeah, so just the crypto side is banned.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something, Avinash. Your question is very valuable. This is where we all make the mistake. See, blockchain is an underlying technology. It's not a disruptive technology. Blockchain is an underlying technology that will help the existing Web2 technology grow even faster. Like I mentioned, it can propel the humanity forward more faster, even faster. So blockchain is not banned anywhere. It's a technology that makes humans, or that gives power back to the human, right? It is an open source technology. Anybody can use it, anybody can build anything on top of it, and it can reward you handsomely as well. Well, if you look at India, if you look at Dubai, if you look at Singapore, any other country out there, they're all welcoming blockchain projects. They're all welcoming blockchain projects. But especially in India, there is a high tax, high, like 30 percentage plus 1% TDX tax imposed on crypto, because they are unable to control, because it's a global market. It's not like stock market, it's not like other financial instruments out there. So why I'm emphasizing on this point is that, of course, crypto got to be regulated everywhere. It's not that it should be banned, it should be regulated. There should be some financial bodies that is controlling it, because blockchain, in order for a blockchain technology to grow, or a blockchain company to grow, there should be a rewarding structure. And I hope that in time, government will also be able to come up with a solution to regulate it, and bring in more business. And of course, the regulations will only come after business makes money. So Dubai is growing, and of course, I believe that Nepal is also growing in this domain. and more power to you guys. Let us know how can we contribute, how can we make your journey more easier, how can you keep educating new audience and bring in more Aminas, bring in more Mirzat, or bring in more Avinash. We could do more of that. So there are organizations who are fighting for this cause, and there are people who are actually fighting for this cause. And I hope that in time, maybe in time, it will all be easy for all of us. But it's a stupid decision if you take a step back and then think that, okay, let government come with the regulation, then I'll jump in. It is a stupid decision. So rather than waiting for the right regulations and right organizations to, or right framework, I would rather take the risk and jump into this, because it is it would be great to start, or it would be great to start the journey when the boat is in the show, rather than waiting for it to leave the shore, and then just worry about it. So the boat is still yet to leave, so you guys can jump in right away and then just start the journey, and keep exploring. And of course, it's a challenging one, so I would never say that it's gonna be easy. It's gonna be challenging though, and it's gonna be a very interesting roller coaster journey for sure.
Yeah, right. So we are trying our best to, do the growth in the community. So we have
Amazing.
another question. We also took some questions from our registration form. So here's one question. How can entrepreneurs stay updated on blockchain trends relevant to their ventures? So I guess you would like to answer that.
Can you repeat the question one more time?
So it says, how can entrepreneurs stay updated on blockchain trends relevant to their ventures? So like
Okay,
it's,
so
I guess the
mhm,
question says that you're working on the academic side, and the
mhm,
others can be like the organization part. I guess that's the question.
mhm. So, being a trader and investor, that is one thing that came along with me when I started my business, because I always do a lot of research. So there are ample enough. I mean, there are multiple ways to research. There are a lot of opportunities. There are a lot of there are a lot of websites who could give you daily updates, who could give you great newsletters. I think the one way that I used to do is that I always read in the first 1 hour, and I used to write in the next 1 hour. So if you look at my LinkedIn pages, if you look at my Twitter, I recently started my Twitter, but I've been writing on LinkedIn for a while now, and it became a practice for me. So how I keep myself up to date is that I have three websites where I go in and I search. I have three blog posts where I go and research. I have three writers where I go in and research, do research, and I mix them every now and then, and I have a schedule in the first half of the day where I go research, because I don't want to miss this evolving technology, and I don't want to miss what's happening in the industry. So research is a great exercise that you can do, for which you need to choose either three website or three blog post or three. I think being a part of a community is also going to help you out. So the first thing is the research by searching online. Everything is online, it's free. And then write about it, because once you consume the content, it is very important that you put it out in your words. Once you consume something, it is very important that you teach people about it, and teaching is the best way to kind of become a good educator, or teaching is the best way to learn more things about it. So the moment you keep sharing it with other people, you're sharing your perspective, you're sharing what you perceived from that content, right? So it's going to stay in your brain, it's going to help you throw something at other people whenever they ask you questions. Third thing I do is community. Whenever I find out something interesting, I share it with my community, and I often get more questions in my community, so that people start asking me questions, and my alter ego will tell me that if you don't know the answer, you can't just say no, you have to go find the answer. So I go deep dive into that particular aspects and find the answers and share in my community. So I learn, I teach, and that's the best way to keep ourselves updated. If you're someone building business, there is no other way you can do this. This is the only way. You got to keep yourself updated by reading and writing, and of course teaching people.
Yeah. So there's more questions coming in, and we have such limited time. So I'll just go through it. So we have Krishna Prasad Acharya who just asked, can any organization develop their own blockchain? Does the blockchain store huge data of healthcare?
Okay, anybody can develop. Yeah, of course, anybody can develop a blockchain. It's not about developing a blockchain, it's about having a power over your blockchain, because I hope that you know the 50% attack. The more technical strength you have, you can build a blockchain, of course. Huge data of healthcare. Blockchain stores data. It doesn't store data, it's actually store the signature. The data has been stored on somewhere else, or it can be stored on any other server, but it actually store the signature of the data. In order for you to access the data, you got to sign. That's all. So blockchain is not a server. Blockchain is something that is used as how to say, a digital signature using cryptography. SHA-256 and everything, every other nonsense will happen in between. And I think Amina is the best person to help you out understand all that. So it's not something that store data, but it's actually what gives you the access, makes you the authority, or give you the authority to access the data. And yeah, that's what blockchain does.
I hope it answers this question. Moving on to our next question, we have Atul. He asks that as we are talking about blockchain, what if we make the whole internet decentralized? That's a good question. But
Well, we
I don't,
won't be able
in my
to.
opinion, I don't think that everything should be decentralized, right?
No, no, we won't be able to decentralize internet. The thing is, like I mentioned earlier, it's not about decentralizing Web2 apps. It's about empowering people who are working behind it. It's about contributing to society more. It's about giving the authority to the regular users. I think what blockchain stands for is these three, four aspects. What internet is there for? Internet is there is to connect everybody, right? So like I told you, it's like it helps us connect with computers. What blockchain does, it's gonna give a foundation to what we see today. It's not disrupting, but it's giving a new foundation to the existing technology by making it more invincible, by making it more transparent, by giving power back to the people rather than giving it to Amazon, or giving it to Microsoft, or giving it to all these big techs out there. So it's going to give the power back to people. You get to own. That's very important. So in web 1 it's read only. In web 2 it's read and write, where you can read, where you can write as in well I'll uh, 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 you can post, you can write comment, you can share your thoughts, you can do anything and everything, right? But you don't own anything. No data you share on web 2 is it's yours, but in web 3 it's yours. It's in your hand. You decided to give it away, you can hold it. Your data, your image, your NFT, your crypto, you have ownership over your data, by making it more transparent to the people in the network as well. So it's a beautiful technology. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So we also have Pradeep who says how to legally work with crypto in Nepal, and there's totally crypto ban. So in this, I would like to say that it's all in the government's hand. It's not because we're the, we're under the government, so we should follow the government rules. So yeah,
Yeah, true.
until
See,
it's legal.
I don't know who asked the question, but I want to tell you something that the regulations comes after business makes money. I think as an organization, Amina and your team, you guys have to make a lot of money, and whoever building projects, whoever doing business in blockchain, make a lot of money and create that noise, so that the government is forced to come up with a solution to open up the doors for all the people out there. I'm not complaining government. I'm just seeing that that is the one way to do it, and I think what government is trying to do is kind of not letting any bad things happen to this industry. So on a positive note, it is good. On the other side, of course, it takes time, but that time it's gonna kill a lot of opportunities. So yeah, that's it. Well, I
Okay.
would love to take more questions. I'm sharing our recent announcement link in the chat, and I'll also share. Can you share your social media links in the chat? You guys
Yeah,
can
yeah,
ask me questions under that tweet, so that I can answer you by texting you, or you guys can keep in touch, and we would be willing to do more sessions with Isatya.
yeah,
May Amina and team do more, and I can come and talk to you guys more often.
yeah. Right, right. So since we're out of time, so it's just an hour long, and now at the end, I said it's the end of the meetup, and because of the limited time, we're extremely sorry for like we cannot answer all the questions because it will take more than an hour already, I guess. So I hope you
Yeah.
all enjoyed this meetup and got the chance to learn more on this topic and from our speaker Mirzad today. And
Mm.
at the end of the meetup, our team and everyone from the attendees, we'd like to thank you, Mirzad, and for spending so much time with us and sharing your wisdom. So once again,
I want to end this. I want to, sorry to interrupt you there. My team is here actually taking pictures. I want to end this talk by mentioning something that I told in the beginning, that I can't even spell entrepreneurship without making a mistake. I think I'll tell you, entrepreneurship is just as complex as it sounds. Over the year, I've came to understand that it is not about having a perfect grammar, or it's not about having the perfect tech or perfect team. It's not about having a flawless vocabulary or flawless knowledge in this industry. It is about resilience. It is about consistent effort in building what you believe in. So there is no manual that is going to teach you. There is no educator that is going to help you. There is nobody can guide you or give you a manual. Okay, read this book, you'll become an entrepreneur, you'll become successful, just like all we are. What we can do is give you a little push. What we can do, give you a little push that you need to start your journey, or the guidance that you need to start your journey, or some elements that helps you connect the dots very easily. And being in these kind of sessions, and kudos to all of you and to the team, Satya, this is something that you should be doing. So you're on right track. Good that you have joined. I hope that you all got all the some of the informations I really wanted to share. And acknowledging the fact that I also have mentors, it is good that you reach out to people who are pioneers in the domain. I have good mentors in this domain who are helping me to grow in the domain. So I hope you. I wish you all the very best, Amina and the team. And once again, I'm repeating myself though. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. Yeah.
thank you so much for joining. And I'd also like to, I'm equally grateful for all our attendees for joining us in this meetup today and supporting our effort driving the change in the blockchain revolution. And I really hope to see you all in our next meetup, since we'll be doing this every month, bringing different blockchain themes. And for that, please stay connected through our social media platforms, which is already mentioned below in the chat box. And to stay updated about our upcoming events, please remember to like and follow Isatte on social media. And in the meantime, feel free to suggest us any topics you'd like to hear from us in future events as well. And I'd like to conclude today's meetup. So until next time, have a wonderful time, everyone. And thank you so much, Mirzad, once again. And I'm looking forward for your collaboration in future as well.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much. All the best to you
Thank,
guys.
thank you so
Bye bye.
much.